audience. Imagine a classroom where students don't write, they prompt, where critical thinking is outsourced and genuine effort is replaced by an algorithm's polished output. Does that sound like an education, or does that sound like a shortcut to an A+? I have trust in the transformative power of a genuine education, the kind that builds character, fosters critical thought, and rewards hard work. But today, the unchecked integration of artificial intelligence in our schools, colleges, and universities threatens to undermine these very foundations. The excitement around AI is understandable, but we must look beyond the shiny new tools and examine the immediate harm they are inflicting on the learning process. I believe that there is a serious problem with the uncritical widespread adoption of AI tools in educational environments because it fundamentally undermines the essential process of learning and cripples the development of critical student skills. Today, I will focus on three main ideas: the academic and intellectual crisis that AI imposes, why this crisis matters, and how we can combat AI integration in schools. The core purpose of education is not to just absorb facts, but to learn how to think, how to write, and how to solve complex problems independently. AI hinders this process. Consider writing. It is a form of thinking. But when students rely on tools like ChatGPT to generate essays, they bypass the messy, difficult, but crucial work of organizing thoughts, synthesizing research, and crafting original arguments. The work is done, but the learning is lost. This isn't just speculation. A study published on the Journal of Artificial Intelligence and Education last year found a negative correlation between frequent AI use for assignments and students' performance on traditional in-class assessments, suggesting that AI can create a false sense of competency. When students are tested without AI, their real, undeveloped skills are exposed. This leads us directly to the crisis of academic integrity. Turnitin, the leading plagiarism detection software, released a report detailing a massive increase in AI-generated submissions. They found that in over 1 year, their AI writing detection feature was used on over 200 million papers, and an average of 11% of the text in those papers was flagged as AI-generated. That's millions of students potentially cheating their way through education, and AI makes it easier than ever to do so undetected. This is Bloom's taxonomy. And this is how AI affects it. When students use AI to complete their work, the AI does the analyzing, evaluating, and creating. However, students miss out on critical aspects of the pyramid. They fail to remember, understand, and apply information. The assignment gets completed, but at what cost to their learning? And who is harmed the most? Students that are truly invested in their education. When effort of a dedicated student is graded alongside the polished yet hollow output of an algorithm, it undermines genuine scholarly effort and makes students think, why even bother? I know some people may argue that AI can personalize learning or act as a tutor. While these are appealing ideas, they miss a crucial point. A tutor can explain a difficult concept, but it's the struggle to produce an original piece of work that builds confidence and skill. Learning is not just about finding the easy answer. It is about developing the resilience and determination to tackle the hard ones. AI gives a fish, but it does not teach the student how to cast the net. My solution is to establish a clear, human-centric learning policy that mandates a radical shift in educational design, prioritizing human creation and demonstrable skill mastery over automated outputs. In a survey, teachers were asked what their biggest concern was with AI. 12 said their biggest concern was replacing student effort. Another 12 said their biggest concern was academic integrity. 9 said the loss of critical thinking. 7 said cheating. 6 were concerned if students were going to lose their creativity. This is why we must move away from easily AI-generated take-home essays and shift to in-class supervised and oral assessments. This includes moving toward handwritten exams, verbal defensive papers, live presentations, and project-based learning that requires physical, tangible, or collaborative human interaction. AI should be limited to administrative tasks for educators, like generating multiple choice questions, but its use by students must be controlled and only for tasks where a human has demonstrated mastery first. This model of prioritizing verifiable human-led assessments is already proven in fields like medicine and law, where oral and in-class written exams are the norm. Furthermore, a study by researchers at Stanford University's Graduate School of Education found that institutions that redesigned their curriculum to focus on process-based learning, where students submit outlines, drafts, and reflections, saw a significant drop in suspected AI use and a corresponding rise in student engagement. The key is to assess the journey, not just the destination. Some will say this creates more work for teachers. While it may, what is more important, an easy grading load or the integrity of a student's degree? Furthermore, the policy explicitly allows AI to support teachers in administrative work, freeing up human time to focus on meaningful in-person assessments. If we continue on the current path, we will produce a generation of students who possess the ability to look things up, but lack the capacity to think things through. Their degrees will be based on borrowed intelligence, leaving them unprepared for a workforce that truly values creativity and human problem solving. But if we adopt a human-centric learning policy, we can create a future where a college diploma truly represents grit, dedication, and genuine skill mastery. Students will be empowered by their own abilities and not reliant on a crutch. We will restore the value and credibility of education. The time to act is now. AI is not going anywhere, but neither is the fundamental value of the human mind. I ask you to do two things. Talk to your local school board or university department head. Demand that they implement a human-centric learning policy that emphasizes in-class, supervised, and oral assessments. Number 2, for all the students here, commit to the struggle, the hard work of writing that first draft, the frustration of solving a complex problem. That is where the real learning happens. Do not cheat yourself out of your own education. Let us reject the algorithm that offers a quick fix. Let's praise the human mind, the human potential that requires effort and intention. Let's save education by putting the student back at the center of the classroom. Thank you.